This is the American Standard champion for one-piece toilet. What wins me over is simple. It flushes hard and fast without drama, and then it disappears from my mind because I do not need a plunger and I do not hear a blast of noise at night. I put this in the category of a reliable, one-piece, everyday household toilet. It is for people who are tired of clogs, tired of scrubbing around nooks and seams, and want something that just works day after day. I live with this model, not just for a weekend test, but for about 10 years of real use. I have replaced every toilet in my home with this same model because it earned that spot over time, not because it has flashy features, but because it behaves the way a toilet should. If you have a busy home, or you manage a rental that needs to handle different users without fuss, or you simply want fewer bathroom annoyances, this fits that role. On design, the one-piece construction makes a bigger difference than it looks on a spec sheet. There are no gaps between a tank and a bowl, so grime has fewer places to hide. The sides are smooth, the lines are clean, and the glossy white finish blends into almost any bathroom. That smooth shape does not just look modern, it cuts cleaning time. I can run a cloth around the base and the tank in a few passes, and there are not a bunch of bolt heads or seams collecting dust. The elongated bowl gives you a bit more space where it matters, so it feels natural and comfortable. The chair height makes standing up easier on my knees, which I appreciate more with every passing year. The trade-off is that small kids sometimes need a little step stool to climb up comfortably. The flush handle is a simple chrome lever, but it has a solid feel. The seat that comes in the box is a standard slow close plastic seat. No soft padding, nothing fancy, but it prevents slams and it is easy to wipe down. If you prefer a cushier seat, standard fittings make a swap simple. Setup is where I had my only moment of hesitation. This toilet weighs roughly 109 pounds, and it is awkward to carry through a doorway and over a wax ring without bumping anything. I would not plan to do the install alone. I grabbed a friend, we lined up the floor bolts, and we took our time. You need basic tools and a bit of patience, not a full workshop. Once it is down and tightened, there is very little to adjust. The tank is built into the body, so you do not have to fuss with alignment between tank and bowl. After that first afternoon, I did not open it back up again for years. I replaced one small internal part a decade in, and that was on me, not the toilet failing. Day to day, you push the handle, it flushes, it refills, and that is it. The core of why this model works so well is the flush design. The flush valve is 4 inches across, which is bigger than what you find in a lot of toilets. That extra width is not a marketing flex. It matters because a larger opening moves a lot of water quickly. The water drops fast, the siphon kicks in, and waste is gone in one pass. I cannot remember a time I needed the plunger for a typical clog. Even when the bowl is put to the test with extra paper or big loads, it clears. The water usage is 1.6 gallons per flush. That has been a sweet spot for me. It is efficient without feeling underpowered. The bowl rinse is thorough, and the glaze on the surface helps things slide off instead of sticking. American Standard calls it an EverClean surface. Whatever the name, it has kept stains and odors from building up, and it has made cleaning quicker. My routine is a simple wipe and a pass with a brush, and the bowl stays bright. I do not see weird discoloration in the trapway, and there is no lingering smell after a flush. Noise is another practical detail. The flush has muscle, but it is not a jet engine. In the middle of the night, I can flush and not worry about waking someone in the next room. The refill sound is steady, and then it is done. There is no hissing that goes on and on. The slow close seat lid is a small but real quality of life touch. You do not get that loud bang if someone lets go of the seat. To give you a sense of real-life use, I will walk through a few moments. Picture a busy morning with people getting ready for work and school, back-to-back bathroom trips, no downtime. This toilet never becomes the bottleneck. You flush, it clears, it refills, and the next person can go without wondering if it will clog. After a dinner party when guests put more paper in the bowl than usual, it handled everything without me making an awkward trip to the closet for a plunger. On cleaning day, I appreciate the one-piece body. I do a quick wipe on the sides and the base, and there are no gunky corners between a tank and a bowl. Under the seat, The hinge area stays cleaner because there is less hardware and the finish does not grab grime. I also notice comfort details in longer sits, like when I am going through email on my phone longer than I planned. The elongated bowl gives enough space so I am not cramped. The chair height keeps my knees in a neutral position, which makes getting up more natural. I have older relatives who visit, and they have an easier time with this height compared to the lower toilets I grew up with. On the flip side, my younger niece uses a step stool with it. That is not a deal breaker for me, but it is worth planning for if you have little kids. There are a few smaller notes that show up over time. The slow close seat is quiet, but the plastic is basic. After a few years, some people will want to upgrade to a heavier or softer seat. I kept the original for a long time, and it was fine, but a premium seat can make the whole setup feel more substantial. The weight during installation is real. If you are moving it upstairs or around tight corners, get help and protect the finish. The flush lever feels sturdy, but I give it an occasional check to make sure the internal chain has not stretched. That is standard toilet maintenance. Nothing out of the ordinary showed up for me. The finish still looks glossy, the color has not shifted, and there are no hairline cracks or glazing issues. The base is stable. No wobble, no loosening over time. One thing I pay attention to with any toilet is how it handles less than perfect user behavior. For example, someone uses too much paper. Someone forgets to hold the handle long enough on a different brand. Someone dumps a bowl of mop water down the bowl. This model has shrugged off all of that. A full handle push sends water moving, the bowl clears, and I have not had to do double flushes. If there is a light mark on the porcelain, a quick brush clears it. The glaze seems to resist buildup more than the older two-piece models I had in the past. That means fewer harsh chemicals, fewer deep scrubs, and fewer scratches from scrubbing. For a specific use case, think about a guest bathroom that sees heavy use during holidays. I want a toilet that does not make me nervous when a line forms. This one has handled back-to-back uses without losing flush strength or leaving anything behind. Or think about a rental unit where I cannot coach every tenant on gentle toilet care. I want a fixture that is forgiving and low maintenance. In my experience, this model fits that scenario. I rarely think about it, which is exactly what I want from a toilet. There are a couple of touches that feel smart in daily use. The one-piece design reduces the number of seals that could fail. The EverClean glaze does seem to slow down bacteria and stain buildup, so weekly cleaning is faster. The large flush valve makes the flush short and decisive, which saves water compared to weaker systems that need 2 tries. The included bolt caps and the clean skirt around the base keep the installation looking tidy, and that look has held up over the years. After living with the American Standard Champion for one-piece toilet for about a decade, my take is steady. If you want a toilet that prioritizes strong, reliable flushing, simple cleaning, and low noise, this one is a safe bet. It is not trying to impress with gimmicks. It just does the core job very well. Be ready for a heavier installation, and consider upgrading the seat if you want a softer feel. If you have tiny kids, keep a step stool nearby. Beyond those small notes, I would recommend it to families, homeowners who are sick of plungers, and anyone who wants to install a toilet once and then forget about it. You can view detailed information about the American Standard Champion 4 one-piece toilet in the comments section. Thank you for watching.